Well, here we have the passenger compartment of my vehicle. It's a 2007 Chevy Express van. It is assigned to me. I'm the only one who drives it. It's an older vehicle, but it's well equipped. It's hardy, it does the job, and I don't have any complaints about it really. It has the map pockets on the side of the door, which have some items in it, which I'll point out later. But the main features in the passenger compartment I have right there: a GPS unit. I also have a backup map in case I need it. I have a backup camera right there that is installed. It doesn't beep. It doesn't give me any radar or LiDAR type information. It's a camera so I can see what's behind me, because this van has no back windows at all. So down a little bit lower, we have a 12 volt outlet multiplier. It allows me to run my GPS unit, and I also have a Bluetooth adapter there so I can answer my phone hands-free, because it's a 2007 vehicle. It doesn't have any other equipment, doesn't have Bluetooth or anything else like that. The center console, visible right there, is one of those rechargeable headlamps that you can strap onto your head, kind of like a sweatband in case you need to see at night. I've found that a little useful. The little thing it's resting on back there is a slide rule, because, well, everybody needs a slide rule in their vehicle. And we'll look at these components individually in a couple minutes. Just want to give you an overall look at what's going on here. Of course, there's a storage area there that has some gloves and some other items. The black item you see there, it's a personal radiation detector. And there is the police radio and siren, which the radio I use far more often than the siren and the lights. Back we have a trash can, which comes in handy. We have right there a trauma kit, which is issued to all vehicles. In the center holder there, I've got a couple different notebooks. My favorite one to use is the one on the lower right. It's one of those reporter type notebooks. And then I have other type of notebooks. I have some graph paper. I have some Band-Aids there. And I also have a book. It's a biography of Richard Feynman, which I keep here because when we go to autopsies, we can be there for 5 or 6 hours. And once you've finished your reports, there's really not a lot else to do. So I have a book to read. Have a pouch there that has various forceps in it, which again, we'll look at those later. And behind the passenger side seat is my hat for the summertime. It has a wide brim and keeps the sun off my head. And no, I missed my towels. I have a roll of towels there. A little bit lower down, if you see, I've got some rubber gloves there. You'll find those distributed throughout the vehicle. We've got a first aid kit back there, and of course the emissions paperwork that I have to keep with me to keep the state of Maryland happy. And of course the other side, we also have a map pouch with other items in it, and we'll look at that in a little bit. These are the items that are located in the center console of the van and the passenger compartment. You see, of course, some paper towels, and towards the middle is a cable for my phone to charge it, and the headlamp that's up at the top that we talked about. And of course on the lower right are heavy gloves. It's getting out of winter time here, but they're handy to have in the winter time. And then there is a calculator, because, well, sometimes I need a calculator. The two other items next to the calculator, those are the battery powered hand warmers, because you know what, it gets cold sometimes. And of course at the bottom, the yellow item, that is my slide rule, because, well, everybody needs a slide rule in their car. And that is my favorite brand of slide rule, Picket, with a yellow background with black lettering. So in the map pouch on the driver's side door, this is what's in it. I have on the upper left hand corner, it's a box cutter, and we have going over towards the right, some hand disinfectant. There's two little pouches there, handbags, the bags that you put over the hands of the victims to preserve any trace evidence that may be on the hands. And we have an emergency tourniquet there, and we have a pair of safety glasses. A little bit further down is extra masks and a clipboard notebook that just has some forms in it and some papers just in case I need them. And just to the left of that is a regular flashlight that comes in handy sometimes. So this is pretty much everything from the map compartment on the passenger side. We got some bug repellent there, some Lysol spray for cleaning off your boots. Right over there, we've got some sunscreen and, of course, a measuring tape. The electronic item you see up there on the right, that is an electronic laser measuring device. That's we use that to measure distances. And a little bit lower in that, we've got some hand sanitizer you can barely see. In that pouch there is some protective eye goggles, mostly for doing truck work. The yellow item you see there fits in the catch for your door and allows me to get up onto the roof of the van, at least far enough to clear all the snow off of it. Right there towards the center you see the gauge. That's a high pressure tire gauge for tires in big trucks. The two pouches you see there have some different items in there I just find handy, and I'll take a look at those in a little bit. The aluminum item you see there is for measuring brake chambers, which is something I did a lot when I was a truck inspector. So I just kind of have them in the vehicle and they may come in handy one day. And on the very far right, that is another tire pressure gauge. This is also high pressure, but a little less accurate than the dial one, but I keep it as a backup. A lot of the items that you'll find in here, especially in the pouches and things, are things that I've just found over the years to be useful. You may not use it very often, but when you really need it, it's there. And other things not pictured in here is like some Kleenex, because runny noses and such things in the wintertime. And I also have, usually in the center compartment, I have to restock it. There I've got some granola bars and things like that. And as we get closer to summer, I'll put some of those in a sealed box and put them in the back of the van, because some of the scenes you're there for quite some time. I mean, there's an example of something that I've just have found handy over the years that I put in here. Is right there is a paper towel dispenser, which comes in handy to clean your hands. So right underneath that, what do you need is something to throw the paper towels in when you're done. And right there, attached to the front of it, is a squeegee for those mornings when the windows are all foggy and you can just squeegee them off because your windshield wiper doesn't work on the side windows. And right there in the back, you'll see that white piece there is the ice scraper, and also a brush to get snow and other things off the vehicle. So things over the years that I've just found handy to have, and makes things just a little bit easier as far as I'm concerned. And there is promise. Those are the components of the two pouches that are there. On the upper left, obviously it's a big marker. The item just below that is used for marking tires on trucks to measure push rod throw, which is interesting. Soapstone marker has got a little measuring unit on the side, and we've got a highlighter. This little item here, if you're not familiar with it, that's for measuring tread depth on tires. At the top there, that is a genuine Radio Shack multi-tester. Below that is a holder for a pavement marker, a pen type pavement marker. It just keeps it sturdy and keeps the messiness off my hands. And of course a Sharpie, another marker, an extra lithium battery for the multi-tester, another measuring tape, and that's the pouch that everything comes in. The yellow pouch that's behind the driver's seat has several different forceps. One thing you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner are spare fuses for my GPS unit and for my backup camera, and also for my radio. But at the below that, we have just a simple probe. These are all commonly used in biology classes. This item here is a retractor. Notice it has little jaws there. And the lower two are forceps, tweezers, but the difference is they have rubber tips for if I need to recover something that's delicate and I don't want to leave any marks on. This little item here, this is a special pair of tweezers, forceps. You'll notice they're right angle and they open up that way for getting into tight spots. And we have a just large set of curved forceps, and the other one is a large pair of straight forceps. Again, these are just for retrieving items that my fingers may not be able to reach. I found these come in handy here and there, but again, it's something I don't use every day, but in case I need it, I've got it.